Nighttime skies above over the home of the Twins, Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Minnesota Twins. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Brandon Morrow is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Craig Gentry heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Craig Gentry.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-11.
Here comes the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Kevin Jimenez will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
And that misses inside 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black, or even a little off of it.
Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, there's no question that Byron Buxton has all the tools to be one of the best outfielders in baseball. He's got the speed, he's got the arm strength, understands how to run good routes, reaction time is good. It's all there. Now it's just a matter of consistently putting it on display day in and day out.
Into the windup and the pitch. Starlin Castro is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Mike Olt will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Pitch out,
1-1.
nothing doing. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Here it comes on 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for his strike 1 and 2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Jeff Samardzija gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, but wasn't able to get a decision. I look to get a W here in this one.
Byron Buxton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Twins, center fielder Byron Buxton.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Samardzija gets the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's the key for a home victory, Steve?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
Tomas Castro will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Harms moves over, and that's the third out. Down go the Twins in order. After one, no score. Fernando Andino will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Here's the first pitch to him. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Escobar comes up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Sean Harms.
Stepping in, Sean Harms. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. Swing and a liner. Foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Ground ball left side. Castro scoops it up. Throw on to Davis at first, and there's out number 2.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 20, Matt Joyce.
Matt Joyce into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Tap foul at home plate. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ike Davis will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Ike Davis.
Samardzija into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
Too high, 1-2.
And if he got caught chasing the high fastball on 0-1, you can bet he's going to see another one on 0-2. Good job to lay off that one.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Miguel Sato will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hard liner to center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Rolando Nance.
Yeah, he's coming on quickly here. Let's see in show motion if he makes the play. Yep, sure enough. He got to it before it touched the ground. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Rolando Nance. As he'll take a look at ball one. Two out, nobody on. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gentry is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Chris Parmelee will stand in, and he was the entirety of their offense yesterday afternoon as he drove in both of their 2 runs.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Nope. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike, the count.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Barney giving chase. 1 out.
Batting ninth, second baseman,
Nick Franklin will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he'd hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Here's Craig Gentry. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
0-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Peter Barney will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Samardzija has his target. Here's the pitch. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Showtrack. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Joyce on the move. Oh, he brought it back.
Yeah, and this is not an easy play out there. You can see right here in show motion. He's got to do battle with the crowd down there, but he's able to navigate that sea of hands and then put it away. That's nicely done.
Pedro Florimon will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. A A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Kevin Jimenez is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. So with the leadoff man on base, time to reach back into the feverish days of the 1980s, where video game baseball meant using your joystick to control 3 men on a black screen. It's today's version of this date in baseball history. Into the box now, Starlin Castro. He reached on a single in his first try. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Back in standing. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Count 1-1.
Runner goes for second. Hit down the line at first. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Olt.
Settling in now, Mike Olt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner will get back standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Standing in now, Fernando Andino, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And that's in there, base hit. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
On the money.
A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Byron Buxton will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Samardzija's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gentry sprinting after it. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Third baseman
Tomas Castro is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
A strike, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. Here's a high pop-up. Calling for it, Olt. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 13.
Yan Gomes digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Sean Harms heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First offering on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. left side. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Twins are challenging.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out. So this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Matt Joyce comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
In there at the knees, strike one. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Into the box now, Chris Parmelee. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Hard hit ball to second, and a self-defense move there at second as he tried to knock it down, but that gets on by him. And he is in there.
The batter, number 8.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Into the box, Nick Franklin, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. Strike two on the curveball, 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ike Davis comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Hit hard to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Miguel Sato stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Samardzija sets. First pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. In there, a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Rolando Nance will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Squares around and drops down a good one. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
In now, Peter Barney, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Eduardo Escobar is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Eduardo Escobar.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold at third. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from third, and he'll get in there safely.
And that's how you approach a guy like this, who has so many different pitches he can throw you. You go the other way. That's a nice job of keeping this one fair, and he's going to get himself an RBI.
Standing in now, Pedro Florimon, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
And now's where he can't get discouraged out there. He's still pitching well, only down 2-0. Still plenty of time left to turn it around.
The 1-0 delivery. Taken high and deep to right. Hermans ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Craig Gentry makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Not to make excuses here, but sometimes when you play behind a pitcher that strikes out a lot of guys, you can get a little flat-footed out there if you're not involved in the action. And here, he just doesn't look this one into the glove, and they'll hit him with an error.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Stepping in now, Kevin Jimenez. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Called strike two with the letters. 0-2 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Nobody out, runner on first. On the ground towards second. Florimon.
He's out.
And he won't try for more than that, as he's taken out pretty hard that time.
Well, this is a pretty smart decision here at second base. He's got that clock running in his head, so he knows he's about to take a shot. So at that point, why risk throwing this ball into the dugout or into the 10th row? He just absorbs the hit, and he hangs on to the baseball.
Here's Starlin Castro. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight. So both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
One and one, here it is. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully, as that's ruled a strike. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. you've got a good hitter at the plate, a single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Mike Olt now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
That one's a called strike, back even at 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there, or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Byron Buxton will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far.
Byron Buxton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
You talk about getting a bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Into the box now, Tomas Castro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch outside, the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Parmalee is there, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Number 13,
Yan Gomes will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guy's throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he'll signal for the bullpen. That's going to be it for Jeff Samardzija. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Carlos Villanueva will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Carlos Villanueva.
Here's Ike Davis now, as he'll get a slider up that time, but he swings through it for the first strike.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Now here's his swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
This is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
In now, Miguel Sato.
Miguel Sato.
Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through for a hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Now to the plate, Rolando Nance. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, he did his job nicely last time up.
First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
On the ground for Castro. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Peter Barney stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Too high, 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Four runs here in this half inning. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Fernando Andino is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Lifted the other way to left center. Buxton is in pursuit. He's got it one away.
Up next for the Cubs,
Sean Harms stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks. Montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here's Matt Joyce now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is pulled into right. Nance is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Eduardo Escobar steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Olt is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Up next for the Twins, the shortstop,
Pedro Florimon will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to the right. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, center fielder, Byron Buxton digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Oh, and he botches it. And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Into the box, Tomas Castro, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
2 out here and a runner at second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Minnesota, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Leading off the inning, Chris Parmelee, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Number 8, second baseman,
Nick Franklin, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw on to Davis at first, and there's out number 2.
center fielder number 3,
Craig Gentry will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Lifted in the air to center. Buxton is after it, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Bobby Samuel will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Yan Gomes steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there, as this is a sharp base hit.
Now in the box, Ike Davis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Comes set with the 0-1. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already in court the wild pitch.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. A quick out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting,
Miguel Sato digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into...
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field. And that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
the right fielder, number 12.
Into the box, Rolando Nance just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. He's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Here comes the first pitch. Peter Barney is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Here's the 0-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this is one where he sees this ball coming, and pretty much the only thing he can do is just wear it. Gets him pretty good up around the shoulder area.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Yeah, and this starts to beg the question about what exactly you're trying to accomplish out there. I mean, I think you need to consider playing station to station right now and not trying to run things up even more.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Weak roller right side. To his right, Parmalee, and he is called out at first on a close play as he just does get to the bag first, and the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Twins 8 and the Cubs nothing. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Kevin Jimenez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Pitch on the way. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Dribbled back toward the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Now here's the pitch.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 0-1.
Next pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to strike him out for the second time.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first is Castro, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, you know, this one may have been decided a long time ago. But don't tell that to this guy. He's going to approach every at-bat like the game's on the line. And he delivers here with a double into the gap.
Comes set, now the pitch. In there for strike one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
The batter, catcher,
Fernando Andino will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. That evens it up, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now an 8-1 game.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Derek Batson will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there. A ball and a strike. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
He struck him out, and that'll do it for the Cubs here tonight.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick two-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 8-1. Good night from Minneapolis.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 8 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 6 hits with 1 error.